You ready for this?
I'm ready.
So it's just a video that I saw on the grams.
I don't know why you're making me laugh already.
It's a video I saw on the grams.
That I haven't seen.
I don't know if you saw it or not. I just saw it earlier today.
Trainer gets caught on camera being a pervert.
Mm-hmm.
And when I stand up for myself, he threatens to call the police and revoke my membership.
Okay.
All right, let's see it.
So let's see what happens.
I've never seen this.
Threatens to call the police and revoke my membership.
So we're talking about those two guys in the back.
Do you need something? 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 Okay, I thought so. Keep it pushing.
If you're getting rude, you can leave. Nobody was looking at you any type of way. I don't own the gym, I work here. Yes. And if you're getting rude, then you can leave.
That means what?
I can call the police and have you trespass right now. Would you like that?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, let him know.
That's what we'll do. So right now, you can take the stuff and head up front. Like she said, you saw. We got
Stand up for my...
So let's get a little bit bigger right here. Yeah. What do you think about that? What's the first thing that came to your mind?
Bitch. So here's the thing. You're in a gym, taking your clothes off, shaking, and you think someone's not going to look at you. But wait, it wasn't even the trainer that was looking at her.
Exactly.
It was the trainer's, what I would assume the client was like, hey, look.
Partner.
But here's the thing. What is the problem with looking at? Isn't that what you want? Like, you're clearly competing or trying to get prepared to be looked at. Like, you're in competition mode. You're looking at yourself in the public area. You could have done this shit in the bathroom, bitch. Like, if you don't want to be feeling uncomfortable, you don't have to take off your fucking shirt and have just your bra and shorts on in front of people and miss me with the, I should be able to wear what I want to wear without being, like, no one did anything to her. She acts like someone catcalled her or did something. Bitch, you were looking for someone to be looking at you while shaking your body. She literally was like this. Going slow and shit, shaking. Like, and I understand I guess she was trying to, like, flex her muscle or whatever, but it wasn't happening. But, like, bitch, okay, so that's the first part. First part is, like, understand where you're at. I've worked out in gyms for quite some time. I'm a very thick ass girl. I know when I'm wearing something that might be attention grabbing, and people are going to look at you. People look at people at the gym, even if it has nothing to do with something sexual, because we're in a space where we're all seeking to look better. We're going to be looked at. Whether you're being looked at for negative reasons, positive reasons, people look at you for the appreciation, like, wow, good job. Or, like, they look at you like, man, I want biceps like that. Girls look at other girls like, damn, I need to follow whatever the fuck she's doing because she has nice fucking quads or whatever. And men will look at women because you've taken the time to look attractive or try to look attractive. Men are going to look at you. They didn't disrespect you. They didn't come up to you and start talking shit. They weren't fucking, like, jagging off while, like, looking at you. Like, chick, like, calm down. Like, what's your problem? So that's the first part.
Oh, that's the first part. What's the second?
The second part is she's rude as fuck. Like, who are you talking to like that? And the third part is, where's this going? Where's this information? Where's this video going?
Where we posting it?
Yeah.
YouTube.
Well, second thing is, bitch, every black man don't want you. Okay, so calm down. Like, he wasn't even looking at you, and you got real rude with somebody who just happened to turn around to see what the hell someone else was pointing out to him. Like, that's not, like, what are you even doing? Keep it pushing. Bitch, she wasn't even looking at you.
So, let me pull this back up right fast. Let me dissect something.
Look at the comment. Look at her.
Because I agree with you.
Look what she said. Good thing daddy set the bar real high and raised me to never take any disrespect. Mm-hmm. Did he raise you to be disrespectful too? I don't get it. There's a difference.
So, there's a few things I have to say about this. The very first thing is, look at how she positioned the camera and how she's standing right there with them in the background. This was done strategically. Like, she probably don't peeped up or seen people do this or seen something that like made her
and I think
that this was a good idea.
This caption is
attention.
So disrespectful. Being a pervert, really?
Right, and this is all that she posted. She took it down, or she made a page private, but I think she took it down
because she probably got fucking roasted.
Yeah, but like you put the camera in front, directly in front of them.
Oh, look at the comments.
Hold on,
future Karen.
That's literally what she is. But, and then seek him out. Like you said, the guy that's sitting down right there is the one that was staring. The one that was like...
Wasn't he even staring?
Look.
He just was like,
Not even staring, but look. And watch, he signals like right here with his hand. And then he looks over to see what he's looking at. And it was like, you got to keep in mind, this was slow motion.
Right.
So he wasn't even looking that long. He just happens to turn around, and as soon as she peeped eye contact with him, that's when she was ready the whole time. And she peeped eye contact and took the opportunity. Do you need
And wait,
something?
by the way, look at the distance between where he is to where she is. And I understand his response, by the way. He's offended. Mm-hmm. Like, he's actually pissed off because...
That's what I was about to say next.
Because how dare you act like I'm even fucking thinking about you? Like, that's... Like, everything about you... Lady, Karen.
And what's sad about it is you're literally taking your clothes off in the public area. Like you said, you could have did that in the back or whatever. And you can do it right there. But if you are in a public gym,
expect to be seen.
If you're in a public gym and don't think that people are going to look at you, especially like if you're fit, right? Or if you got on very small clothes, it's a guy. Like, he's going to look. Like, even if he's not attracted to you, he just look at other guys. I look at guys in the gym. Like, if I see a dude
everyone looks at everyone at the gym.
If I see a dude with a dope physique or like some ridiculous traps or a muscle group that's hard to develop, some rear delts or something like that, I'm looking. I even asked questions. I'm like, bro, like, what the hell? There was a time when I went to the gym, I was like, what the hell do you do for your shoulders? Now I knew for a fact that he was on, the PEDs, but the fact that they were so down developed, I was like, I need to know what is that you're doing to target them. So it's not like it's a abnormal thing for someone to look at you. If anything, it's like a sign of, oh, I might be doing something right.
Right.
You know?
What? This is her page. I thought you said her page was private.
Well, Twitter is where she posted it. Not Twitter. What do you call it? TikTok. So I just thought that this was... Right, like even this guy, he's super popular. Jeff, the one who doing those crazy videos. He's like, she reaching. It's like you're looking for a response so that you can provoke someone.
Well, and so that you can try to do this weird feminist shit that's been going on. Can you put it back on us? I don't even know. But like this weird feminist shit that's been going on, where you, okay.
Oh, you want the audio?
No, I wanted it back on the camera.
Oh, gotcha. Hold on.
Anywho, this weird feminist thing of just trying to like demonize men at every chance you get. Like, here's the thing, and I guess the reason why I'm saying this is because I have been a victim of catcalling since I was like 13 years old. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm talking up on you like, damn, girl, you look good. You should just let me tap that ass. Let me touch you. Like, saying nasty, weird shit.
Don't talk about our personal, what I say to you, okay?
Sure. I'm talking about, like, random catcalls, right? Like, there's been some... Men can be very disrespectful and nasty and perverted. And for you to try to exaggerate that situation into perversion when there's actual perverts at the gym.
Yeah.
Like there are some actual fucking perverts at the gym who will be like sitting, they'll go and sit in the chest press machine where that nigga is while you were just doing squats right there. And they like this. Like, you're like, oh, and then you like move. Like there's some real fucking weirdos.
Like there's like real creeps.
That's what I mean. So to try to like act like this is one of those situations, like you really reach in and you really want some attention, bitch.
And like I can imagine being in that situation. And you
that
know
would piss you off.
Like,
ooh, you be mad as hell someone did that to you.
Like the piece I was about to touch on before this is, you know how what? I just
envisioned you actually being that guy.
So that would
suck for the girl.
So I don't like the whole like lady like coming at guys or like provoking, and that's what she was doing. Like she was provoking a response out of him because he didn't do it. He looked in your general area. I felt
bad for him because he felt actually offended because he was like, and then he even said like, we got hella girls in here. You think like we looking at you?
The other piece is, you know for a fact, like if you make eye contact with him, right? Like you know that he's looking at you. What are you doing?
Bitch, you looking at him.
Like the whole time, you staring in the mirror, trying to see if he's going to look over at you. So by the time that he does, and it was slow motioned. So by the time that he looks at you for a quick 2 seconds, you respond and say, "Do you like you were on? You were on as soon as he looked.
Do you need something?
As soon as he looked, ooh, I'm gonna say it. I'm like
it's wild because I'm like, sis, you literally went home and posted this video and it's like, yeah, like niggas always trying to holler at me, niggas always looking at me. Damn, leave me alone. Like you really making this shit up in your head, sis.
The other piece is
like you really think someone's told you hot shit. Like something's gone wrong.
The other piece is, while that may be true, I also think that she possibly knows that what she did was just ridiculous.
Because you said she deleted it?
Yeah. So, like, she probably just wanted other people to get a hold of it. Like, people do those type of things that they know they're doing something stupid for reaction and to get people to talk about it.
I don't think so.
I'm not saying that that's what she does, but, I mean, I don't know.
She got a whole page with her real fucking family.
Yeah,
she
but
wouldn't do that shit.
It was on Twitter.
No,
I keep saying Twitter.
TikTok. No, I hear you, but like I wouldn't do that if I have a public page with my actual children because you never know if a motherfucker can go on there and start roasting your kids. I don't think she's like that. I think that she really truly thought that she was doing something.
Yeah.
And I think that the other thing is, and I'm not trying to make this like race related, but I do find it very annoying when white women do shit like this to black men because it's very like, I don't know.
Till vibes.
Very tilly for me. It's very tilly. Like, oh, he looked at me or he touched me or he did like and nothing happened. He looked at me weird or he like tried to kiss me or date me, and it's like, bitch, I wasn't even like looking at you like that.
Yeah,
it's like it's so annoying when women do that because like they're always trying to make something more than what it is. It's like, what are you doing? Like, why?
I'm just trying to envision like if I was in that situation, like what my response would be. What do you think I would do?
I don't know. See, you're a hit or miss. Like, it depends. I think it depends on the level of annoyed. Look how cute my dimples is. It would depend on like the level of annoyed. But if someone tried, okay, here's Najee. Don't think you're gonna disrespect him and get away with it because that's not gonna happen. But I will say you're not the type to get into it with like women like that either. Like I think you'll go there a little bit. But you gotta respect roles and genders in that sense.
Yeah, like
I feel like Najee would call me.
So, I think my first reaction would have probably just just ignore it.
No, actually, your first reaction would have been confusion.
Yeah.
Because Najee's my good first to be thought, like, what? Like,
yeah.
you would have been
confused. My response, shall I say, would probably just be like, it's not even worth like you giving you my words.
No, you would have responded because you would have been confused like he did. Because he was like, huh? I said, what are you talking about? Like, what's up? And he works there. That's the other thing. So it's not like he's
yeah. Now if I was working there,
like
she
may have been really saying like he's supposed to talk to people. So he's probably like, wait, what are you saying? What do you need?
I probably would have reacted kind of similar, sort of.
I don't know if you would have said like, call the police.
No, not that part. I mean, that's just kind of like
he went a little, but
I
actually am not mad at him for saying it.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about I'm talking about like how he walked up and was like, "What are you saying?" Like, what? Like, because if you work there, and part of your job as a trainer, right? If you're there, is just observing, seeing the people that like looking for opportunities, looking for people that you can like talk
people that
to,
are violating rules,
how communicate with, probably potentially give some tips to, sell, all this stuff. So you just observing in general, right? So even though that may not have been what he was doing, like that's just his that's just what he does. It's just observing. So for those 2 seconds that he glanced over there, and what's crazy is she didn't say nothing about the guy that was sitting there. Like she said it specifically to the guy that was standing up. And although the guy that was sitting there was like, he was actually like.
First of all, I want you to know, I don't know if he said, "Oh damn," like she wrote out.
No, you can't.
I think he just is like most. I don't know, middle-aged older men that like sees a young woman and is like, "Oh, she's taking her shirt off." Yeah. Like. What if he was concerned the bitch was about to start stripping? Like, I don't know. Like she's taking her clothes off over there.
And the other thing
like, he could have been like, bro, she's taking her clothes off. Like, maybe, like, that don't mean, like, let's all start taking our dicks out now. Like, maybe he was just like,
the other
is
thing
that normal behavior?
There's nothing wrong with the man staring at something that he finds attractive.
Let's not say staring, because he wasn't even staring. He wasn't staring.
That's the wrong word.
He just looked.
Look. Like, you're going to look. Like, he's sitting there, and he's with a guy. He's like, she got a nice physique. If he was saying that, if he was doing that, what's the problem with him just... And it's not like
all I know is he could have been like, why is she doing all that with that flat ass? I don't know what she had back there.
Right.
I'm just joking. By the way, I'm not about to body shame the girl. I have no idea. I think she had a nice body from the front for sure. But I'm just saying that, to me, it was very weird. Now, here's the other thing. The other reason why I think he walked up, which is something I would have done, is she was literally yelling across the fucking gym. So you go from chest press to all the middle shit, which is probably like, I don't know, it looked like there was like a preacher curl machine over there or something. And then you come up to where she was, where there's still dumbbells, water bottles on the ground, and then she's in the mirror. Mm-hmm. So you're talking about from one side of the gym to the other. Yeah,
they were good, like 20, 30 feet away.
Yeah, you work there. Of course, I'm not going to keep yelling from here to here and creating a scene. Let's get closer and like kind of condense the problem a little bit and communicate within this bubble, because that's what you should do. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to yell at someone across the fucking way if I work here. That sounds stupid. So he came up like, hey, like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? And then he said, you're getting rude. She said, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing.
Right.
Who is you talking to?
That's what I meant. Like, that's when you invoke something within a guy, when you know that you're a woman and you're not there with your significant other, whoever it is, that's not a good situation to put you or your significant other in.
Because women that do that have this weird idea that my daddy taught me how to defend myself and how to stand up to disrespect. Did he teach you how to fight like a man? Because some men are sensitive enough and crazy enough, and so many men do not like being embarrassed. Like they cannot handle embarrassment. Yeah. Like men cannot handle that shit. And you never know if you're gonna fuck around and try to embarrass the wrong person who's gonna be like, bitch, yeah, like just
the other
knock
problem
you the fuck
is
out.
They don't know how they would handle embarrassment. Like some people, like a lot of them don't know how to control their, not just emotions, but like just how they act in general. You know, and
I mean that's how men start. Like when men walk up to a woman like, "Hey, girl, can I get your number?" Like, "No, it's okay, like that." Like, well, you know, like we can just be friends. Like, I ain't trying to be like your man. Nothing like you can't have friends. Like, nah, my man is my favorite. Fuck you, then, bitch. Fucking fat ass hoe. Can't fucking stand you, stupid ass bitch. You like a fucking thought anyway. You're like, whoa, whoa.
No, that's that. Yeah,
whoa.
I mean, it's like those.
It's because they can't handle it. Because they like they're like hurt. They're like, bitch. You want to be my friend? They're like, well, I didn't expect all that.
Yeah.
So but like,
I just know like a lot of us really struggle with that feeling of being rejected like that. Well, for sure, like what she said when you say keep it pushing, like that's something that's like triggering.
She's insinuating that he was trying to come over to her, like he was trying to talk to her. I know that would bother me greatly. Me, if someone thought I was trying to talk to them, I'd be like, "What? I'm not even fucking looking at you."
I think that's the biggest issue,
that's
especially
the part that
like
pissed me off.
Especially like for me, like if I was in that situation.
Look, girls, I'm gonna tell you right now, Najee ain't fucking looking at nobody.
Like if I was in that situation, and let's just say, because I do have an issue with, at times, just staring at people. Like I stare at people I do not find attractive. People that will literally be classified as ugly. I'll still just be like, I'll just say,
shouldn't call people ugly.
Well, facially challenged a little bit, or whatever you want to call it. But like, I wouldn't say
to you.
I wouldn't say like I stare, like just staring at them. But like sometimes I'll be daydreaming. I'll just be staring at whatever, and if I was...
That's a horrible habit.
What?
Just to stare at people?
No, I mean, like, it's whatever it is. Like a few minutes ago, I was just staring, just looking up. I was just thinking about, like, what you were saying, but I was just staring. But my point is, like, if I'm just staring and I'm looking in your direction, or I'm looking at you, and then your response is, you got a problem? Like, keep it pushing. And I know for a fact that I was not trying to, like, I didn't find you attractive, or I'm not trying to look at you or nothing like that. And your response is to say, keep it pushing.
You would feel like your immediate immature mind, like the most immature part of you, is like, bitch, fuck you. Ain't nobody looking at you.
Well, for sure, good like 10 years ago, like 12 years ago.
That's me today if someone did that to me. If I was just like looking like behind somebody, let's say I was like looking behind somebody. Sometimes I'd be looking behind people at something and they'd be like this. I'm like, not you, nigga. I'm looking behind you. So like that sometimes happen. Like whatever, like, hey, I got a girl. I ain't on that. Be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, like it ain't gonna go down like that, baby. Sorry. Yeah, my girl, I got a girl. Are you talking to me? Like, yeah, you was over here staring at me. Nigga, ain't nobody fucking staring at you. I would be mad. Like, are you crazy? Mm-mm. Maybe I'm too sensitive then, because I'd be like, if they were being rude.
Yeah, that's my point.
But if they came up like, hey, I saw you staring at me. I got a boyfriend. I got a girlfriend, whatever. I'd be like this. I still might kind of get like, I wasn't looking at you. It's
just a real bad situation when like I said, if he wasn't actually interested. If he was interested, then it's like, okay, it's kind of like.
Right. Now, let's say she said it to the guy that was actually looking at her. Mm-hmm. And she said, not you, buddy, sitting down. Let's say like that happened. He could even have said, girl, like what? You standing there taking your clothes off. Like, yeah, I look okay. Like, I don't want to fucking marry you.
But then at the same time, like, I can't imagine. And again, maybe it's just me being a guy. Maybe it's different for women. But I just can't imagine, like, catching somebody staring at me and then, like, even addressing it.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know how many people just stare?
That's what I was about to say. Like,
it's more about if you're doing something rude with it. Yeah. So if you're like staring, like right, like if some weird shit, like then I'd be like, "Are you okay?" Really on
some creep shit.
Yeah, like that's probably the only time I've ever addressed somebody where I'm like this. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Like, are you good?
But if you're just staring, and it's like we're humans. You know what I mean? Like,
stare, nigga. Look at all this work I did. Right, I've been fucking working hard as hell. You better fucking stare.
Like if I'm looking at you,
look at all that.
Like one would think that you would take that as a sign of I'm doing something right, or I'm just like a sign of okay, well they like me. That's it is what it is. But like
I just don't like this idea.
I want to know is that her reaction to everybody that stares at her?
No, it's because they.
It's somebody she was not attracted to. Let's put it that way. But
there's this weird like, and I don't know if this is the girl, but because she's such an idiot, I'm gonna give it to her. There are some women in this world who really see, and I don't know whose fault it is, but they really treat our black men like they're the thirstiest people on earth, which some can be.
I'm gonna say, I mean, Like,
but the point is, like,
sometimes.
That's why I said, like, I don't know whose fault it is, because some black men act very dehydrated, but it's just it's demeaning and it's rude and it's not fair to treat someone like that for no reason, and then you go and post it and then try to call him a pervert, and then in my opinion, I think, like, I ain't mad at him for saying we can call the police and get you out for trespassing. But it's like, for what? Like, because she got a little snappy with you? Yeah. Like, she didn't really do nothing necessarily wrong to warrant a revoked membership. But that's within his power. If that's within his power, more power to you, brother. Because they would happen to him if it was in reverse. Mm-hmm. If he started snapping off on a white lady that was a trainer, she would be like, you know what? If you don't like this, then you can go. I'm calling the cops. Which, then he'd be killed and it'd be a whole murder situation.
Yeah. So.
Is that the only one? Because that was wild. You should show me like 5. Because that just ruined my night.
Oh, God.
I need something else.
You need something else? Okay. Well, we'll end it there. So.
What are your thoughts? Put in the comments.
What do you think?
Let's go on YouTube.
About that.
Can this be a private YouTube page?
Huh?
Can it be a private YouTube page?
Why?
Because I said stuff.
Girl. So, yeah. Drop it down below. Let us know what you think about the situation. How do you feel about her response? And how do you feel about his reaction to it? How he handled it? More importantly, how would you respond in that situation if someone was staring at you? And if someone caught you staring at them and responded that way,
just stop staring at people.
How would you react to that?
And don't worry if someone's staring at you.
Stare at everybody. Just stare at people.
I'll be honest with you. If you staring at me, if you like a girl and you staring at me, I would probably respond the same way. Like, what's up? Like, what's up? Because I'd be thinking you have a problem with me. Because why are you staring at me like this long? If you're staring long.
That was 2 seconds.
Okay, let's say it was staring long. If you were staring at me a long time, I'd be like, what? Yeah. What's up, sis? Like, good? Like, what you want?
Yeah.
You want a coaching plan?
So, answer that. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.